So I'm back in the park, taking a short pause, a little breath to ground, here by these great oak trees that have been here for hundreds of years, and really grateful that I can do that today, especially as we turn into autumn where the weather shifts. We've had cold, wet days, we've had some storms, and so the fact the blue skies are there, the sun's out, and some time to come reflect and think about what's important is really helpful. It's also present to me as you see these lovely oak acorns growing. Forgetting what they're called for a second. And you see these acorns still on the trees, some already on the ground. We're definitely into autumn, and I'm thinking that possibly it's time to go on that traditional nomad life, to go traveling again over the autumn winter. I've done it before. I've also enjoyed over the years the seasonality of the UK. There's something nice about wrapping up in a scarf and a big coat, wrapping up, enjoying the warmth by a fire. And there's also something nice about realizing how big the planet is. It really is a huge world made smaller on a good day by technology, by these platforms that let us connect. I also have noticed in the last few weeks, with all these challenges happening globally, things that have hit the news, that there's still this gap. So much is on separation and competition, not how can we connect, how can we really cooperate. And I think that's going to be more and more what shifts things for people as AI comes in, as more tools for creation come in, the gap between professional and not, the gap between what's real and not. Today, is this me talking? Is that my hand? Is that me picking up a real acorn? Well, if you were here with me and you held the acorns, you could know. Where I was earlier having a live Strategic Alchemy session, they were there drinking their coffee, eating their muffin, watching the view. But sometime next few years, you aren't going to tell the difference. You're not going to know what's real, what's creation, what everybody is seeing and what's just for you. And maybe you won't care. Maybe you won't notice. Maybe there'll actually be a deepening into real relationships based on trust and knowledge, but we're still going to have to be faced with the question of what's real, what can we count on? It takes a lot to get to a point of real collaboration and connection. Strategic alliances especially, they take something to go, you know what, I'm in, I trust these people, I know these people. And all too often with joint ventures, with business, we realize the people we've been building with, the clients, the suppliers, there's something off. Maybe the start of that relationship, everything was great. Maybe life changed, maybe just people separate and they grow. The transience of humankind, right? Humans tend to get bored. Whether it's your favorite meal, your favorite band, how many of us still repeat with such vigor what it used to love? On a good day, we remember the good times, we remember what matters. On the good times, we maybe see something new, and maybe we find ways to deepen what really counts. I also know that I'm like many others I really care about and believe in. They're not just trying to plant one acorn. They're trying to grow orchards. They're trying to grow stuff for legacy. Several years ago, we had the Queen passing away, the oak trees falling down in the storms, and it gets you thinking about the generations of life that happen. And so I was about to head back into this conversation about AI. I'm present to what are the seeds today we can plant? Who are the people we can connect with? Who's going to hear this video ever? And what might it open up for them? And I do wish today that you were here. The chance is to work with me and mine one-to-one, in group, live and recorded. Yes, we've written books and courses. Yes, we can make more and more of that. I also think there's a shift about what really matters. So people wonder why I make this video. It's mainly for myself. I'm making it because I can make it. And I also have you in mind. I hope this sparks something for you. I hope you find a place that grounds, that helps you remember what's important, and that gets you seeing that bigger picture. Because it's all too easy to head inside, head onto your laptop. Did we catch that squirrel jumping across the tree just then? I think we did. I'm not sure how much we can zoom in. That was quite fabulous. There was a tree over there and the squirrel just jumped in. Now, again, in the future, was it real? Was it fantasy? You know when you know, and I hope you find people that you can't wait to work with, projects that inspire and excite you. And sometimes maybe you learn just the sake of learning. You do because that's what there is to do, and in the process you get other pre-sessionary benefits. So what comes out of this video, I don't know. I'm glad I made it, and I'm going to head in and talk to Simon too about the AI stuff, simonx.com, and I'll see you next time. If you have any questions, get in touch.